Cricket fans across the world are expected to be glued to their television screens as the much-awaited one-day International World Cup kicked off earlier today in Ahmedabad's Narendra Modi Stadium. 4 years on from the pulsating final at Lord's, defending champions England and runners-up New Zealand came face-to-face at the curtain raiser. England and New Zealand are among the top sides, according to cricket experts, and having the potential to march all the way to the finale to be played in 19 November in a month and a half's time. Good evening, I'm Sarah Sapsanama. Let's begin with the top stories of the hour. The Supreme Court issues a show-cause notice in the name of the government to furnish clarifications on the presidential pardon given to Yog Dhakal, 171 murderers given pardon this year. The decision to replace bottled water inside Singhadarwar remains stranded. Over 600,000 rupees spent daily as the ministry and KUKL engage in a blame game. At least 49 Ukrainians killed in the latest Russian strikes launched in the eastern Ukraine in what is described as one of the deadliest attacks on civilians. And New Zealand crush England in the ICC World Cup 2023 curtain raiser. Kiwis produce an all-round performance to tame reigning champions England. The Supreme Court has issued a show-cause notice in the name of the government demanding clarifications for administering the presidential pardon on Yograj Dhakal alias Regal. Hearing on the writ filed by Bharati Sherpa, wife of the victim, the single bench of Justice Manoj Kumar Sharma issued the directive in the name of the President's Office, the Prime Minister and the Office of Council of Ministers to furnish written clarification on the presidential pardon within a week. The Supreme Court has scheduled hearing on the case for Thursday next week with priority. Likewise, the single bench of Justice Sharma has ordered to arrange security for the victim's family. President Ramchandra Paudel had administered pardon to Regal on the recommendation of the Council of Ministers on the occasion of Constitution Day on 20th of September last month. The wife of the slain activist Chetan Manandar, Bharati had filed a writ against the Office of the President, the Prime Minister, the Council of Ministers and the Ministry of Home Affairs at the Supreme Court against the decision to grant pardon to Regal. She had filed the writ at the Apex Court saying that the decision was unconstitutional. Regal and his group had captured and murdered Bharati's husband Chetan Manandar by attacking with a sharp weapon at a hotel near Surkhet Road on 13th of July 2015. The Baque District Court had convicted Regal for the murder and had issued the verdict of life imprisonment. The government on numerous occasions has failed to implement its own decisions. One such instance can be taken as the government's decision to wipe out bottled water from Singhadarwar and use tap water. As per the policy put forth by former Minister for Finance Bishnu Paudel, Minister for Drinking Water Abdul Khan announced of using tap water inside the premises of Singhadarwar to do away with the use of bottled water. The decision, which was introduced with a view to reduce government expenses, has yet to be implemented. Even as Kathmandu Upatyaka Khanipani Limited, KUKL has been providing 24 hours access to safe drinking water. Drinking water worth 600,000 rupees is being bought from private company for Singhadarwar on a daily basis. According to KUKL, 500,000 litres of drinking water from Anamnagar Storage Centre and the boring inside the Singhadarwar premises is being consumed in Singhadarwar on a daily basis. However, the water is not being consumed in all 39 buildings inside Singhadarwar. Bottled water worth hundreds of thousands are being purchased from private companies, saying that drinking tap water is unsafe. Meanwhile, KUKL disagrees with such claims made by the Ministry for Drinking Water. The entity claims that drinking water sufficient for 500 families is being consumed inside Singhadarwar premises. As per the study conducted by KUKL, 2,000 jars of drinking water, 1,000 bottled water is required for Singhadarwar on a daily basis. However, the daily expense on drinking water is around 620,000 rupees. Alongside drinking water, jars of bottled water worth 10,000 rupees is purchased from private companies by the Office of the Prime Minister every day. The politics of drinking water and financial anomaly inside the country's administrative hub, Singhadarwar, is appalling. Former minister involved in implementing the policy of tap water inside the premises of Singhadarwar admits of politics regarding drinking water. At a time when the country is reeling under economic crisis, millions of rupees is being spent on drinking water for the administrative center of the country. We'll take a short break here. More news coming up. The 6.3 magnitude earthquake recorded in Bajhang on Tuesday caused damages in various districts of Sudur Paschim province. One death had been reported in Bajhang, while 76 houses across the province, 64 of Bajhang, 9 in Bajura, 2 in Baitari and 1 in Acham sustained damages. 302 houses in 7 hilly districts sustained partial damages. Various studies suggest that Sudur Paschim province is at high risk of earthquake. A massive earthquake has not been reported in hilly region of Gorkha to India's Dehradun in the west for the past 518 years. Various studies suggest that this region is under high risk of earthquake due to large reserve of energy. The recent earthquake with its epicenter in Bajhang caused massive damage. 6 individuals have died during earthquake in Doti last year, while 7 had been injured. Dozens of minor earthquakes in hilly region of Sudur Paschim province have been recorded within the past 5 years. Geologists say that energy has accumulated in the western part of Nepal for a long time and will likely cause another major earthquake. Experts have maintained that Sudur Paschim is at high risk of earthquake. However, the provincial and local government have yet to adopt measures to minimize risk and spread awareness. Majority of the settlement of Sudur Paschim is ancient, while earthquake can cause more damage to old structures. Emphasis construction of earthquake-proof buildings to minimize possible risk has remained a far cry. The risk has also increased due to weak structures constructed without meeting the building's standard. And in this context, in our Public Voice segment, today we've asked in several provinces what should be done to minimize the risks of earthquakes. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
एप्लिकेसन डेभलप गर्न सक्छौं जसले चाहिँ भूकम्प आउनु भन्दा अगाडि अलर्ट हुने खालका चाहिँ बेलहरु चाहिँ युज गर्न सक्छौं
आकाशमा जाने वातावरण भएन भने पलङ मुनि जेसो उसमा आफू छिर्नु पर्यो
सचेतना दिने किसिमका कार्यक्रमहरु पनि सञ्चालन गर्नु पर्यो
भूकम्प आइराछ त्यो जग्गा छोडेर खाली ठाउँमा गएर बस्नु पर्छ
स्थानीय तह अनुसारको चाहिँ मापदण्ड अनुसार घर बनाउने
विभिन्न संयन्त्रहरु छन् त्यो संयन्त्रहरुले पनि जनचेतनामूलक कार्यक्रमहरु चाहिँ अगाडि बढाउनु पर्यो
भूकम्प प्रतिरोधी घरहरु बनाउनु पर्छ त्यसको लागि स्थानीय तहको तर्फबाट पनि कडाई हुनु पर्यो
पूर्व तयारी भएर पनि बस्नु पर्यो
मान्छेलाई थाहा हुँदैन अब भूकम्प जाँदा कसरी बचिन्छ भनेर अनि त्यही भएर सिकाइदिए भने उहाँहरुलाई हुँदैन बच्नुहुन्छ
त्यसमा गभर्नमेन्ट र स्थानीय सरकारहरु एकदमै त्यसमा पोलिसी बनाएर काम गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ
It's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Poll.
But before today's question, let's take a look at the results from yesterday's poll. Yesterday we asked you, what do you term the obstruction of admission process at the TU Institute of Engineering because of the dispute related to fee hike? 47% voted for option A, political intervention, 35% for B, consequence of government indifference, and 18% for C, clash of the institute and students. And here's today's question. What's your take on the failure to implement the government decision, even inside the administrative hub, Singhadaran? Your options are A, influence of middlemen, B, poor monitoring, and C, random decision. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Let's move on to the international update. A Russian attack killed at least 49 people, including a 6-year-old boy, in a village in the Kharkiv region of northeastern Ukraine. Kharkiv region governor Ole Syniehubov said that a cafe and a shop had been attacked at around 1:15 p.m. local time in the village of Roza in the Kupiansk district of Kharkiv, and that many civilians had been there at the time. Officials posted footage of rescue workers clambering through smoldering rubble. Bodies lay alongside slabs of concrete and twisted metal. Norwegian author and dramatist Jon Fosse has been awarded the 2023 Nobel Prize in Literature. The prize is awarded by the Swedish Academy and is worth 11 million Swedish crowns, about $1 million. 64-year-old Fosa, who writes in the least common of the two official versions languages of Norway, New Norwegian, which is only used by about 10% of the country's population. In addition to more than 24 plays, the prolific writer has also published novels, essays, collections of poetry and string of children's books over a period of 4 decades. It's time now for another break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It's time now for a sports update.
Sports news.
Moving on, Bishal Singh Bista has cleansed a rare national record in weightlifting at the ongoing Asian Games in Hangzhou, China. Bista made 3 national records in the men's 96 kilogram weight category as he lifted a total of 301 kilograms. None of the weightlifter had been able to achieve 300 kilograms weight so far. Bista carried 133 kilograms weight in snatch and 168 kilograms in clean and jerk. He also broke his own previous record of total 291 kilograms achieved during World Weightlifting Championship in Riyadh. 5 Nepali athletes are participating in the weightlifting category of the Asian Games, with Sagar Bhandari contesting his category this Saturday. That is all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good night.